Well, hello, fellow diamond painters. It's DP Crazy Lady. It is 11:25 a.m. It is Friday, the 15th, September 2023. And what you see here is how far I have gotten on the humility, the lion. If I can, let's see. I think I'm going to have to take you out of the holder and then place you back in. I should have done that in the beginning, so I can show you how far I've gotten from last night. So hold on. Okay, let's see if we can get this. I started over there, and I am all the way over to the last section on the bottom. So I think I'm ahead of schedule, because all I have left is, this section here at the end. Then I will be starting up over there and into his face. And then all I have after I do a section across his face is just all that blue up at the top and part of his head, because that'll be the other section. I'm going to start out too by apologizing. My nails are all breaking. I hate to try and cut them. They are so hard. They hurt when I cut them. But I'm going to have to do that. They're starting to break. So I apologize if they look like hell. Sorry. Thought I'd just put that in there. Anyway, I'm going to try to attempt to get you back in the holder, show you a couple things, and, maybe do some diamond painting, maybe not. I don't know. Hold on. We'll be there in a sec. Okay, I think I got you there. So, the things I was going to show you, they're coming from Amazon today. One of them came yesterday. We set it up to have the orders all on the same day, but somehow it just didn't make it. And to start out with, this is one of the bad things about having a little bit of credit with Amazon. You spend it and pay later, and that's bad. So, but I did it anyway. Something I've been wanting for quite a while, other than my storage of my cases that I, have the bottles. None of my bottles, and even the larger Tic Tacs I have, hold big amounts of drills. And I have all these little extra, always in the baggies, tons of them, bing, 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 bing. And I'm getting tired of having to dig through these, and I like them all right where I can get to them, and less stuff sitting beside me, is better. So I kept looking and looking until there was a sale, and I think I found a halfway decent deal, and I only have one more of the trays to buy, and that would be the one with a whole bunch of the smaller ones in it. But I ended up seeing, and I think I got a good deal. I probably could have got them a little cheaper through AliExpress, but they'd have taken like a month or more to get here. What I got was the E.Ward bead storage. They have, I'll show you the containers, but they have the three large ones, and then, the medium, and so on and so forth through it. It's a 45-piece storage. I ended up getting two boxes, two of them for about $50, and I think it was really reasonable. I mean, I do, because I seen some of them that were even more expensive. Matter of fact, I think I seen some, there were two of them for like 60 some dollars, and a lot more. And what I like is this is large. I could then, on this painting, there were like 2 bags of drills of one specific color. I have to fill the little bottle like 4 times, and that means I'm constantly stopping and, taking a break from the diamond painting. I like this because, you can take the lid off, and they're on there pretty tight. But I know there's other people who have them and have shown them, but you can get the lid off, fill this thing up, and it will hold at least 2 bags, 2 packets. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, as long as I'm using this with my diamond art or the larger paintings like Craftably and everything, I will use their labels on them. When I'm doing a smaller one stuff, I'll use my other cases, because I have a case that's 120, I have one that's 60, and I have a 30. I have a few other cases, the plastic with Tic Tacs and bottles or whatever they are, and I'm going to get rid of them. I asked my daughter if she wanted them. If she doesn't want them, then I'm just going to get rid of them, because they're too small for me, for what I am diamond painting anymore. It seems like I'm stuck myself with larger paintings. I really like the larger ones. Don't know why. I guess I feel like I've accomplished more or something with a larger one. I'll do small ones, that I can display rather quickly and stuff. But, the larger ones, I just, more detail. And I do love the animals. I love the animal ones that look real. I've seen some that just don't display, it's not a good rendition. And I have 2 or 3 other tigers. I think I have a lion and a tiger, a striped tiger. I have another one. I want to eventually get to those and do those as well. If there's some that look like, good dogs or good cats, or I don't know if I would do elephants or, that type of thing. But I do enjoy the wildlife. If anybody has any suggestions on, some that, are done well, I'd sure like to see them, I haven't really, I watched Lazy Retired Grannies just a little while ago. I had mentioned to her, I said, she's going to have to change her name. She's titled Lazy Retired Granny, but now she is no longer lazy nor retired. So she's been put back into the workforce of parenting. So let's hope, she's doing well, and, hope, everything. I'm sure everything will work out. It usually does. She'll get through it. She'll manage it. Grandparents sometimes get thrown right back into the mix, and it works out. Maybe I can try and do a little bit of diamond painting. Diamond painting, yeah. Talking about something, I don't know. Because I just have no clue on what to talk about. The other thing that's supposed to come today from Amazon, all they are, and they probably won't be here for quite a while, is just the oh geez, they're the magnetic hangers, the wooden ones, so I can hang up and they're the small ones. They're the 8-inch wide. They're not the full, picture frame thing. I don't like the picture frame one because you have to hang it on your wall and kind of stick it on your wall, and then you just peel it down and put another one in. Well, that's stuck to your wall. I don't want something stuck to my wall or stuck on my front door all the time. And you got to try and peel it off, and I'm not sure, how good the glue is or how bad it is that it may, peel your paint off or something. That's why I like these wooden hangers. They, they're like flat pieces of wood with magnets in them and got a little uh, uh, twine type rope on it, and you hang them up just like you would hang a poster, So I like those. And there's 3 of them for, I forget what it was, $9, $10. It wasn't that expensive. Because as soon as I finish these dessert cups, come January, the first ones will go up, the month of January on my front door. So I want to do that. It is right now 65 degrees. Had my heat on all last night because it was like about 35, about 40 degrees last night. Cold, very cold. I don't know. I guess tomorrow they say it'll hit like maybe 70 or something like that. I don't know. Like I said, the trees still have not turned. So I don't know if they're as confused as I am, as to what the weather's going to be like. It did rain off and on yesterday. Today they're not predicting any rain, and the sky is like almost a solid blue. So, I mean, yesterday, oh my gosh, there were such gray skies out there. It was awful. Trying to think if anything else is going on. Nothing really. I mean, I did my laundry. I only had 2 loads to do, so I did that yesterday. Got my daughter's electric blanket cleaned, and she'll be using that because for some reason heat doesn't seem to get to her room enough, and she gets cold back there. And so does the kitty, because she stays mostly with my daughter in her room, and she usually sleeps under the blanket with my daughter. So once the electric blanket is on, she'll just lay on top of it and keep herself warm. So that's, that'll be taken care of. Going to make chicken wraps for dinner, I guess. That's what I feel like eating. And it's just one of those lazy days. Granny's was the only video. I did catch a little bit of Bella's wedding at her parents' family home. Naturally, they're all speaking Swedish, so I didn't understand anything, but you get the basics that her mother was getting married. So, congratulations, Bella, to your mother. Let's see. Hopefully, I can get all this part done today and start on the next section. My daughter gives me a a break every day. The puppy goes in the living room with her, and they watch TV, play. She plays games, and so on and so forth. So I can sit here from, well, like yesterday, I think I diamond painted about 10 hours, 10 or 12 hours off and on, in between laundry and making supper and, doing dishes, so on and so forth. So I can do that again today. Just sit here and diamond paint and do as much as I want. I usually stop diamond painting. Well, I wouldn't normally stop at, like, say 11:30 at night, except she goes to bed and the puppy decides, hey, it's time to play some more, and he doesn't want to come in to just lay down or something. And I get to where I have to stop diamond painting and tell him, okay, it's time for bed. And because when the lights go out, he figures, okay, it's time to go to sleep. Well, he doesn't want to. So he ends up spending, I'd say, a couple hours or so in his puppy cage until he realizes, oh, mom's going to bed. Which, like I said, I don't want to go to bed. I'd prefer being up all night diamond painting because I'm not that tired. But once he realizes, oh, I guess mommy's going to bed, I better, come in and go, he starts whining in his cage. I let him out. He comes in and gets his little stuffed toy, lays across my stomach, and he goes to sleep. So he's been putting me to bed at between 11 and midnight. So then I'm usually up by about 6 or 7. Now this morning, I didn't get up until 8:30. That's late for me. So I don't know what possessed me to sleep that long. Let's see. Nothing else. I mean, it's awful that it's so boring, particularly for most people to sit here and listen to me just babble about whatever. I keep trying to think back, to my childhood, and if there was anything interesting there, or if anybody made any comments that I can relate to, and or it like triggers a memory of some kind, and it's just I really don't know. Okay, I'm still waiting for my drills. Nothing came yesterday, so we'll see what happens by Saturday. If nothing arrives in the mail Saturday, then I will again contact Diamond Art and see what the holdup is. So, that's an issue. Because I'm hoping I don't run out of any drills on this one. It's like, I don't understand it. The same painting, the black and white, the same painting that 4 of us had, and a few others that I saw on YouTube, all have run out of drills of one color or another. Now, we don't know about Becky so far or Horibella, but there's been I and Granny, and there's been a couple others that I've seen on YouTube that ran out of other colors on it. So it's not, and then January, she runs out of 3. I mean, I only ran out of one color. She ran out of 3 colors. Now that's just a bit much. You know, quality control is everything, and you know, word of mouth is word of mouth. So we will see what we shall see when they get to their final drills, and if they have any left or if they run out. And I'll tell you, I came close the other day of calling Diamond Art and saying, I need a whole new bag of, I think it was 938 or 939, whichever it was. I opened up the bag when I was filling motorcycle. There we go. My windows are closed and you can still hear them. When I was filling up, kitting up, thank goodness I did it off camera. I opened up the bag, I was holding it, I was getting ready to turn it, to tilt it in, and boom, it just flipped into my lap. None of them hit the floor, but they were all in my lap. And I had to call my daughter in to grab the coverlet on my daybed to hold it up so they didn't travel downward and off and onto the carpet, because there's no way, if they had hit the carpet, forget it, they would have ended up being sucked up and gone, and I would have had to I would have taken a photograph first and showed them, hey, they hit the floor, they're gone. Then who knows how long it would take before I could get started on this. But yeah, I ended up, I don't think I lost one drill. So, but the whole bag, and it was one of the large bags, not, just a little one. It was stuffed. But I managed to pick them all up. Heck, it took me, instead of 20 minutes or so to kit up, it took me 2.5 hours because I had to clean up all the drills. I had to, and like I said, Diamond Art does not put theirs in numerical order. So instead of cutting all the bags, stacking them, separating them into, or putting them in numerical order myself, I just went ahead and I just went through the strand. I cut one off, dug around my bottles, filled it, and they weren't in order. The bottles are, but the bags were not in order, so I just cut them as they came and grabbed the bottle that they were supposed to go in and put them in. I'm so tired of that. I mean, Craftably takes no time at all to kit up. Budget friendlies, 1 through 36. I mean, the numbers are strand right across. It's easy. So I don't, and the thing is, Diamond Art goes by weight. That's how they're, bagged. Then sometimes I wonder how they, run out of drills if they go by weight. They should know. I don't know. I don't know how they process stuff. I've watched YouTube videos of from China and such, where they're, filling those bags and how they come out of the machine and such. I mean, it's all computerized, but still, I mean, a computer is only as smart as the person who programmed it. That's it. That's the way I've always, thought of any kind of machine. Because, yeah, as far as I know, a computer hasn't learned how to think yet. On its own. We're not into the movie Forbidden Project. If any of you have seen that movie, it freaked my daughter out. because I kept telling her, you need to watch The Forbin Project. And she finally watched it, and it's freaky. It's an older movie. It's like, foretelling the future of what machines could end up doing. So, if there's some older people out there and they like sci-fi and they've watched that one, let me know. It's a good movie. At least I think it is. And then we could talk about that. How many of you watch older movies? I spent last week and I watched several older movies. I'm not a big Joan Crawford fan, but I did like Mildred Pierce. And I sat and watched Mildred Pierce. Then I watched I Remember Mama. That is really a good movie too. I really enjoyed that one. Ellen Corby is in it. I'm trying to think of the other actresses' names. They like right out of my head right now. But I remember Ellen Corby because she was the grandmother on the Waltons. Let's see. What else did I watch? I didn't get to watch it yet, but I have Cheaper by the Dozen with Clifton Webb. I really like that. I have tons of older movies. As far as series go, I love 24 with Kiefer Sutherland. I really love that series. I have it all on DVD. I can't think of his name, but what's his name? Wait a minute. Shoot. I can't see it from here. And I never can get that name of that movie right, or that series. I'll have to think of that one. I liked Medium, which I have all on DVD. I have the complete series of the Waltons, which I haven't sat down and opened yet and watched it. I watched them all when they were originally on TV. Really enjoyed them. What else? I love the older, the older movies. I loved All in the Family, One Day at a Time, the older series. I wasn't that crazy about That Girl. I have Mary Tyler Moore, Rhoda. Maybe I'm getting into some of the areas where some of you all are at. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know the ages of most all you who do view me. Maybe you can comment on that. I'm 71, soon to be 72 in December. I don't feel 72 or 70. At least my brain doesn't feel it. My body does. But the rest of me doesn't, my brain. So, you can, maybe we'll go back to that again, talk about, what movies and what series you watched, your age, the era you grew up in, and, how it's changed so much. I hear Granny talking about, the school system and, oh, they got it all on computer now and they do this and they do that. And it just amazes me, how they put us all into that era. And, you know, if the system goes down, the teachers could be like, oh, what do I do now? You know, I mean, it's not hands-on anymore. Not when it comes to education, I guess. And the kids can take their dang on, phones to school. And I mean, heck, I remember when I was in school, we had a payphone in there, and you had to get permission. If you had to make a call home or you had to make a call, you had to wait till you got permission and then get a pass. And, you couldn't be out of the room more than about 5 or 10 minutes, and you better, get your butt back in there. And you had to show your hall pass that you were allowed to make a call, and it was a payphone. You had to pay for it. You didn't make a call down at the office. So I just find it odd and strange, the computer. Here I sit on a cell phone with a camera talking to myself, and then I think it's strange kids have phones in school. Okay. But yeah, I'm not of that generation. My daughter is. I'm not. But I guess, all things change, but not all things are good. So the more things change, the more they stay the same. That's an old thing. So, all right, I'm at 31 minutes, and here I did babble again. I can't wait to get this lion done, and this will put me into October. I know it will, because it'll be real, real close. And Lazy Retired Granny, if you watch this and you can hear me, take your time, sweetie. Take your time. Don't worry about the beginning of October. Hey, I can take a break and wait. Or I could work a little more on one of my dessert cups or two. I have, 6 months of them left to do. Not 6 months that will take me. I just have, July through December to work on. And I can do those while I wait on you. That's no big deal. It's not a rush. It's not a, push. We just do what we do. So, saying hello to all of you, and hugs to you all. Enjoy the day, and the weekend is here, y'all. So, do what you do best. Relax, enjoy, and do what feels good. So, have a good one. Maybe I'll get back on here tomorrow. Depends. So, have a good day. Enjoy it. Diamond Painting Crazy Lady, I'm out.